Welcome back to Giant Monster Games. My name is Adrian, and life is busy. Life is very, very busy for me. Currently, I'm in the middle of moving. We bought a house, and now I am moving and packing my house to move to a new place. So I haven't had any time, like literally zero time, to make videos. So today, what I'm doing is I found some time to sneak away for an hour. And I got into, by the way, if you're seeing this already, it's because I've been playing the MTG Arena. So I figured I'd make a video talking about what I think of it, how I feel about it, and what deck I'm currently playing. So this is kind of a filler video, so you are aware, which is also why I don't have a video stream, because the room is currently packed in boxes, including my screen. So what are we actually looking at here? So this is MTG Arena. If you don't know, if you haven't been paying any attention, MTG Arena is Wizards of the Coast's idea of trying to compete with Hearthstone. So they're trying to make a free-to-play version of Magic. You get that by opening packs, which I don't have any packs, but you could get packs. And then you make decks, and you also eventually build your collection of cards. So the way that it works like you would expect in a lot of ways. You build a deck. Deck building isn't, you know, unique or amazing or, you know, something like that. You build a deck. This is also what I'm playing. I'm playing Deemer Black Blue Pirates is the deck that I've been playing a lot, and I'm actually doing quite well with it. So working out quite well. So you get, instead of, unlike Hearthstone, if you are a Hearthstone player, instead of Hearthstone where you get to disenchant or break down or destroy cards you don't want, and then make cards you do want, as you open packs, you get what are called wild cards. And that's what these things are. So you have common, uncommon, rare, which I don't have any rares, and then you have mythics, which then you use to craft cards. And now, these don't come, I mean, common ones come quite often, uncommons come relatively often, but rares and mythics are extremely uncommon and really hard to come by. So what ends up happening with Magic the Gathering Arena is you kind of end up playing a deck that's 60% of the way there. And even playing a budget deck doesn't... Building budget decks doesn't work in Magic Arena either, because if you were to build a budget deck in MTGO, you buy cards that are bulk, and those are the cards you use, where Magic Arena, a rare card is still a rare card, and a mythic card is still a mythic card, so they're just as hard to get, so you're kind of having to build like decks out of commons and uncommons as your pauper deck, or like budget deck, I guess, more like a pauper deck, which is frustrating, because there's some cards you just need to have. For example, in this deck I've been using, I have the Scarab Guard, which is like wins games. He comes into play, he wins games for you. So playing this deck without it is going to be really hard. Same with Glyph Keeper. Glyph Keeper is really hard, but I only have one of each of these. I mean, I could theoretically make a second Scarab God, but I'm kind of just holding off. I might make another deck at some point, so I'm like just trying to save up cards at this point. So the deck I'm playing, though, so you guys can actually see, and we'll actually play a couple games here. I'm playing Blue-Black Pirate Control, essentially. So we have a little bit of counter magic, specifically Essence Scatter, because we want to get rid of creatures. Creatures is like playing creature-based decks, playing aggro decks is Magic the Gathering Arena's target, which is weird and annoying for me, but it's a thing. It's a thing that happens. We also have Negate, so we have a little bit of counter magic. We have Siren's Ruse, which I'll explain why this is good in a second here. We have a couple non-pirates, so this guy's getting us card draw, so we're rerunning them. Now, we have a bunch of pirates. We have this guy, which creates more pirates as we want. Kite Sail Freebooter, which is obvious. He looks at your opponent's hand, removes a card from it, specifically a non-creature, non-land card, which is fine. Walk the Plank, we need some removal. Another Flying Pirate, which is also good. She gets to go fetch up pirates, so Forerunner of the Coalition, so she fetches up pirates, which is good for us. Vanquish the Weak, more removal, because we want enough removal to get rid of creatures. Visor of Many Faces, which is really good. I actually need another one of him probably in this deck, because it enters the battlefield as a copy of a card, and so a lot of our pirates, when they enter the battlefield, they do cool things. So example, Kite Sail Freebooter, we get to remove stuff from our opponent's hand. Siren, we get to explore, which is kind of fun. Go fetch up creatures, stuff like that. Or in a lot of cases, we have a Ravenous Chupacabra, where Visor of Many Faces can come in and become Ravenous Chupacabra, which destroys creatures. Or Hostage Taker, which is probably one of the best cards in this deck. For me, I think it's one of the best cards, because we get to exile a creature our opponent has, or our opponent controls, and then we can cast that card. So kind of we get to the late game, we play Hostage Taker, remove their big stuff, which is super fun. And then we have a Glyph Keeper, which is, Glyph Keeper is basically a flying creature that can break ties, really, is why we have it. And then Scarab God just wins games. So Scarab God allows our, we get to Well, one, if it dies, it comes back to our hand at the end of the turn, which is cool. But the big thing about it is once you get into play, you get to start making 4/4 black zombie creatures of creatures that are in graveyards. So as soon as he comes into play, you start just getting a ton of creature advantage, especially because you can use his ability once he's in play, because it's cost less than he does. Now, as I was saying, last thing is, where is it? Siren's Ruse. So, as you probably saw, a lot of the cards do something when they come into play. So, Siren's Ruse allows us to flicker our Chupacabras, our hostage takers, whatever. Bam, flicker it, and then we actually get to do whatever that ability is again. And because we have a lot of pirates, we also would draw a card if we were flickering, say, a hostage taker, and we get to draw a card off it. So, this is kind of what I'm playing. And then land varieties over here. So, this is what I'm playing. Super quick deck for you guys. It's pretty fun. I think this might actually be a relatively good standard deck if you were actually going to play standard with it, but well, I'm not. I'm not playing standard very much. So let's actually go. I want to re-roll this one. Win 2 games with a blue and red deck. Let's not. Yeah, let's re-roll that. I don't have a blue-red deck. So this is win 2 games with a red and or white deck. A red/white deck. So the achievements that you unlock to get more stuff, they're, again, I'm not really happy with them. I mean, this one here is pretty good. I mean, win 5 games, you get a booster pack, cool. This is win a game, you get 20 gold and a card. Usually the card's like an uncommon, which is silly, but whatever. But a lot of these ones here where it's like win 2 games with a red-white deck, and getting cards in the game is not very easy, or building a deck that's good is not very easy. So it kind of annoys me that having to build a red-white deck, but you're going to be playing a really weak red-white deck, and if you've been playing a bunch of games that are with a stronger deck, like what I've been playing, it's really easy to... Oh yeah, we're going to play this deck. It's really easy to just get your face handed to you a whole bunch if you've been playing a bunch of games with a deck that actually has been winning. So that is it's my complaining. That's my quick rundown of what I feel about MTG Arena. And again, sorry, because I have so much stuff going on in life, I don't have time to do a really thought out video. So this is kind of me shooting from the hip, just what I'm thinking as I'm thinking it. So yeah. Okay, so this is what the game looks like. Our opponent is playing first, so our opponent's going to decide to mulligan if they want. Things are neat. So yeah, I think we can keep it. We're on the draw, so keeping a 2-lander is okay. We do need 4 for Chupacabra, 3 for this guy, but walk the plank. Yeah. It's a rough keep, but we're going to keep it. So, Duskwatch, which is nice. Play that. And the nice thing about MTG Arena, so there's a few things that I think that are really nice. The first is, if you have nothing to do, it just automatically skips through your turn, which means you can't really bluff, technically. I think you can turn it off, but you can't really bluff. So, I mean, I didn't have to do anything and just skip through the rest of my turn once I played this land, and then it skipped to my opponent's turn. Now, we have 2 options. We can play Dusk Legion, or we can aim to counter whatever our opponent plays next. I think we go for the card draw. Because if we draw into a swamp, we can always just kill whatever he has. So, yeah. No land. We need land. Not the end of the world. So, going to our opponent's turn again. It knows that we can't do anything, so it's just going to skip through our turn. So, yeah. But again, we're playing a control deck, which... And, oh, that's the other thing. So, in MTG Arena, you have sand timer thingies down here, where after, say, 30 seconds, you start having, like, a clock ticking down. You need to, like, take your turn. You need to do something. That's pretty good. Our opponent didn't play anything. We still didn't draw into another land. Yeah, I'm over my max hand size as well, which is fun. Attack all. 1 attacker. And I think we're going to probably pitch... I think we pitch Vanquish the Weak. Yeah. We're going to counter whatever our opponent decides he wants to do, whether it plays a creature or plays a thing. Assuming he's going to play anything. Usually the blue-white decks are playing... Oh, there we go. There's no land. Usually the blue-white decks are playing tokens. Usually. Not always, though. I guess we go to combat, attack in, and then we're going to play this guy on our second turn. Also, one thing is, like, attack all, click, attack, and it's a damage. Okay, now to my second turn. And, yes, let's play the Siren. Let's see if we can get some, let's see if we have it to land on top. Ideally, land on top. If we don't have a land, we're probably going to throw it into the graveyard. Some card filtering, which is always nice. And it's going to be Chupacabra, that's going to go to the graveyard. Chupacabra's fun, but not what we need. We need a land. Opponent's cycling. Or I guess he's drawing 2 cards actually off of it, technically. So our opponent must be playing blue-white control, which is not really a thing I've noticed. I mean, he's trying to make it work, but it's not really a thing. There's not enough really strong removal, like fast removal in white. There's some good removal, but not fast removal per se. So combat, attack all, and I mean at this point we have 2 options. We can play front runner and try and get in more creatures, or because our opponent's playing something sneaky, I think we just hold up and we just go for 3 damage a turn, and we're gonna counter something. I think that's what we're gonna do. Opponent draws 2 cards. Am I okay with our opponent drawing 2 cards? Sure. Opponent can draw 2 cards. It's okay. Let's see if our opponent wants to play a creature. I'm more interested in countering something that's going to get on the table and be annoying for us, even though I theoretically could kill or something. Baffling End. So there's a white removal spell for you. So let's say no to that. I don't really want to deal with Baffling End. I mean, he could have more counter magic. No, he's not. Could have another copy of it as well. And ooh, I guess we play that. And combat, attack with 2 creatures. See what our opponent has to say. The thing as well right now about MTG Arena is everything's best of 1. Destroy target attacking creature. Huh. Well then. I don't really have a response to it, so I guess we'll lose our guy. Opponent still takes 1. And I think we're going to go front runner, and I think we're going to grab another one of these guys. Opponent's not really playing creatures. We have all of the creature counter magic right now. Do you wish to search for a page pirate card? The answer is yes. So we could grab the Kite Sail Freebooter, or we can grab another one of these guys. Theoretically, we could also grab one of these guys, but I think we're going to go Kite Sail Freebooter because we can then grab one of his cards out of his hand that are annoying. I think that's what's going to be. What it's going to be. It's the game plan. Yeah. Still, I mean, we're still swinging for a 4 turn. Approach of the Second Sun. The opponent needs to resolve that twice. Huh. That's annoying. He has to cast it. He doesn't have to resolve it. He has to cast it twice. Huh. It's a little ways down. Is cast from your hand if you cast another colored names. Okay, so apparently our opponent's playing a Approach of the Second Sun deck. That's annoying. I think we're just gonna play Chupacabra and we're gonna go attack all. A whole bunch of attacking alls. And we're gonna have to Kite Sail for... we got the Freebooter at some point here. Well then. This changes how we have to play a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't really see many Approach to the Second Sun's deck because of there's the timer, which we haven't actually seen. Neither of us have actually hit the timer yet. But you just really can't play a hard control deck. You just really can't play... yeah, you just really can't play hard control, and you just really can't play combo decks. Not something that happens. 3 attackers. Settle the wreckage. Yeah. Don't really want to deal with Settle the Wreckage. I guess that was the reason why I probably could have played Kite Sail Freebooter. Is it would have... oh, nice. Well done. Well done, opponent. Okay, well. Looks like we're going to lose all of our guys. That's fun. I should have played Kite Sail. I should have guessed Settle the Wreckage is probably a thing. Okay, well, let's go grab a bunch of lands. We'll get a bunch of lands. And no more blockers. No more damage. Yeah, come on. Come on. We don't need that. And Kite Sail Freebooter, I guess. Cast out. Exile target non-land permanent opponent controls. But also, this guy's also annoying. I think we're gonna go this way. Make him use up his cast out to get rid of this guy. I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose, by the way. Pretty sure we're gonna lose. So that's the thing. Also, I mean, yeah, something else you may have noticed is they all the lands auto tap. You can kind of, if you want to tap specific lands for casting spells, you can tap them beforehand. But if you just want to play a card, it'll auto tap for you, which is nice. Which I think is much faster. Makes my life a lot easier. And I guess we go this way. He could counter it. We have a bunch of dead cards in our hand. And yes, we're going to take the action. And what do we get? I think we go with this guy. And I don't see how we win this, by the way. I don't see how we actually win this. So, normally I would probably consider conceding, but we're going to see. We're going to see. Again, Approach the Second Sun is a card that... I guess we could have got Kite Sail Freebooter, but then he has ways of getting rid of stuff. So he has 2 more draws before... 3 more draws. So in 3 draws, he's going to get Approach the Second Sun, which is annoying. Yeah, I guess I don't have really a response to that. All this creature control stuff. Much better against dinosaurs. Okay, so... our opponent draws... I think our opponent just won the game. Pretty sure our opponent just won, which is not the end of the world. You win some, you lose some. Okay. Well, I mean, good to see that you can play a combo deck, I guess, technically. You don't really see very many of them, so that's the thing. Well, let's play another game and see how it pans out. You can, again, you're kind of seeing how the game works. You're getting my really quick, rambly, not super thought out process of what I think of MTG Arena. Personally, for the record, I don't think that I would actually play MTG Arena over MTGO. I would much rather play on MTGO, and right now, if I had to like compare apples to apples, like literally, which of the two would I rather play? I would much rather play on MTGO right now than. And we go first. Well, let's keep it. I think it's actually keepable. I think we're gonna go Evolving Wilds, and then crack it on our opponent's turn. So at our opponent's end step, we will crack the Evolving of Wilds. Let's even put a stop on here just to be safe. And we get to fetch up a... we're going to get a Swamp, because Swamps are technically more important to us because of Ravenous Chupacabra. Ravenous Chupacabra. I guess it doesn't really matter. See what our opponent's playing. Zanga. And what is this? Curious. Okay, well, I think we're gonna get rid of Baffling End. Yeah. So it might be another Second Sun deck. Possible. It is theoretically possible. Now, I'm tempted to grab this guy. Tempted. Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's steal more stuff out of our opponent's hand. Stealing cards is always fun. And so we drew another Plains. Yeah, I think we're gonna go this way. Get rid of all his removal. And then he has less way of getting rid of our stuff, and we're just gonna keep swinging for 1 damage every turn. Well, it's gonna turn to 2 damage starting next turn, so. Slow ping type damage. And he may play the creature down now, which we can destroy with Chupacabra if we draw into something. Or we don't draw into it. I think it's going to be combat, play Dusk Legion. I think that's what this is going to be. So, 2 damage. Dusk Legion, Zealot. You draw a card, lose a life, whatever. And Essence Scatter is nice. Sort of nice. I mean, 50-50 nice. I'm pretty sure we're playing against an approach, the Second Sun deck again, which is surprising. I've been playing against a ton of green-red dinosaurs. Visor of many faces. I think... I mean, we have 2 options here. We can play Zealot. If we play Zealot and draw into a land, we can counter spells, but I think if we play Vanquish right now, we can then swing for 3, which I think is more interesting to me. He could also counter it, which, you know, would not have been that surprising. Attack all. There we go. 3 attackers. So he could have done this one. He could have countered our thing. Or he's gonna scry, basically scry. Look top 4 cards of your library, put 1 in your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Not really scrying. Lots of slow damage here. He has enough to eternalize this, which comes back as a 4/4 zombie. If we draw into another land, we can Ravenous Chupacabra it, which is nice. We don't have enough mana to Essence Scatter. So I think we're actually going to move Essence Scatter over here. I think Essence Scatter is going to be one of the worst cards we have right now, because he doesn't have that many creatures. Really want to bounce that guy, but... So this is going to be really handy. I think we're going to run down this guy. Fingers crossed we draw into a land. And not a land, but it would have been good. Just attack with 2 guys. You and you, attack 2. Kind of hoping to draw into another land here. We have 24 land in the deck. We have a lot. Because we are playing a control deck, technically, so we do want to make sure we can make our land drops, compared to an aggro deck, which is okay with 3 or 4 lands, and you're kind of done with the game. So the guy can't attack or block, which is not the end of the world. Actually, I can take the damage. I'm okay with that. Hey, there's a land. Let's play said land. Now, we have a couple options. We could Siren, which I don't think we really need to do. We could Chupacabra. I think we're just going to Chupacabra. That guy goes away. Attack with all. See what our opponent is. The risk we run right now is having Settle the Wreckage. Settle the Wreckage is the current fear. My current fear, at least. And because of that, we're actually going to go like this. Do I attack with all 3, or do I attack with 2? I think we go like this. Yep. Opponent has nothing, which is fine. And I think we're gonna run this guy out. Oh, okay. So there's the one time. Where's a perfect example of it I actually mistapped lands for me. Should have used 2 swamps instead of the island, because I technically have island cards that I need to play. Huh. That's neat. I can... I can get rid of this guy right now. It's actually not that hard. By flickering this guy. Let's go to combat. Go to attack. 1, 2, 3, I guess. And we want to pay 2 black. So we make another pirate that has menace, which is nice. and then ship it to our opponent's turn. I think we got it. I think our opponent is done on this one. Unless he has like the most magical thing he could possibly ever have. I don't see how our opponent doesn't not die here. Okay, well let's Siren's Ruse this guy. Say goodbye to your little friend. Ooh, has a counterspell. Yeah, counterspells. Well, we'll just play another Chupacabra. Thanks for coming out. Goodbye. Does our opponent scoop? Opponent does not scoop. We'll attack all. Not gonna pay for that effect. Boop. And we win that one. There you go. That's what it's like to win MTG Arena. Okay, so this has been MTG Arena. Oh, we gotta open the thing. Look at this. And it's gonna be, is it a common? Oh, it's a rare. It's the first time I got one of those. That's exciting. I'm not actually playing that in anything, so that's a card I opened. Until next time, though, this has been Adrian playing some MTG Arena, kind of giving you some ideas and thoughts on what I feel. Sorry if this video feels a little bit weird and not normal to the Giant Monster Games branding, because, as I said like 100 times at this point, I am moving, and eventually, in about 3 weeks, life will be back to normal, and videos will feel more like they used to back in the day. Until next time, my name's Adrian, this has been Giant Monster Games, thanks for watching, and this is MTG Arena. Thanks for watching the videos here on Giant Monster Games. If you want to support the channel directly, we now have a Patreon page which you can go and become part of the broader Giant Monster Games community. Additionally, if you want to see some other awesome videos, you can click right here or right here.